Good morning everyone, and welcome to a reasonably good looking crop of wheat somewhere on the Northumberland-Durham border. We're approaching harvest now, so I thought we'd take a look at some of the crops. So this field was in permanent grass for many years, going way back, because it was rig and furrow. When I farmed this land 35 years ago, I got a contractor to come and plough it out, and we put oilseed rape in, and it's been a hit and miss field ever since. This is probably the best crop I've ever seen on it with John farming it. It really is looking good, considering the year and considering the field. At the top end of the field where you see the tree line there, generally there's nothing on there. I don't think I've ever seen a crop grown there since I put the rape in here after the grass. And it's full wall to wall, fence to fence, tree to tree. However, it's really good this year. Probably not the best crop of wheat in the country, but for up here and on this land, it's not too bad. If we pan around here, you'll see there's a hill there, a little rise in the ground there that you can see. That was I think it was an old quarry or something like that. The hill was higher than that years ago when I was here, and it had a hole dug in it, and I got a contractor in to level all of that out. But it's just desperate over there. It gets full of weeds, and it's nothing but boulders and sand. It never really grows anything, but it's just a small part of the field. But I think you'll agree that that looks reasonably good. And if I can try here, and let's see how dry this is. I'll just try to rub one out with one hand and see how it works. Oh, that doesn't look too bad a sample. It's quite full. The grains aren't too pinched. It's a light colour. So let's have a little bit of a crunch and see how dry we think that might be. I would say that's not bad. It's about 18% or something. So what we need here is a few days of sunshine on it, and it should come good. And I would have reasonable hopes for this. We still have this problem with brome here, and there's just a couple of bits in there, not too much. Apart from that, it's a fairly clean, even crop. Really pleased with this one. So let's go and have a look at another one. So we're now in the next field. This is the Wascally Edge, 20 acres. We've just climbed up the hill a little bit, so this will be standing at around about 600 foot above sea level. This is one of the least promising fields, I would say. It's just incredibly dry. It's a brashy soil, it's very thin soil, and in this year it's seriously suffered. It looks all right, but you see how it's up and down. So this dry weather that we've had has obviously highlighted areas of either compaction, poor nutrient take-up, whatever. But it's probably the least even crop on the farm, and we don't hold out an awful lot of hope for this, but it is what it is, and we'll just see when we get into it. I would imagine we'll be into this in the next few days if the weather comes fine. But the last forecast I heard, where we are now, 26th or something of July, that when we get into August there's a threat of a little bit of more settled hot weather, and that might be when we actually get into this. Yeah, not great, but we'll see how this does come the time. Well, this is, in my opinion, probably the best crop on the farm. Ish. There's a few others, but I think this is the one that in the earlier part of the season it's always looked good. It's fairly close to being in grass for a lot of years, and the organic matter will be high, fertility will still be high, but it's always looked good, and it still looks good. So we'll just wait and see come harvest. But this is looking really nice. And again, it's not that far away from harvest, but we'll have a little walk back, and there's something for me to show you on the way back that you don't often see in an arable field. One of my favourite times of the year, way back when I was doing this farming caper, was around about this time of the year, into September, when you're getting the cows in on a morning for milking, and you'd be picking mushrooms, and then you'd have them for your breakfast. And here we have, in an arable field, we have field mushrooms coming up, and there's quite a few of them as you wander along. There, look at that one there. So I'm going to pick them and take them home. It's not very often you'll see that in an arable field, but that's because it's only, I don't know, when was this taken out of grass? 4 or 5 years ago or something. The organic matter is obviously still high, and the fertility is quite high, so we have mushrooms. Maybe we should go into mushroom farming. What a change in the weather in 10 minutes. We've moved on to the grassland on the farm, and you'd be able to see over there, you probably can't hear for the wind, but you can see that weather front coming across. The wind's picked up, but we're in this grass field that was where we stitched in the new grass and the clover about 10 days ago now, and we can see, if we look down there, it's all, you can see the young clover plants and the young grass starting to come through. The young grass plants there, all coming up nicely, so that should work really well. But in the meantime, the sheep are enjoying this. Go and have a look at them. We've got the lambs weaned off, and they're away. Just look at this. This grass is just perfect for them. Absolutely perfect for them. They'll do well on this. They'll pile the meat on. But look at them there. A cracking looking bunch of lambs. They've got their heads down grazing, happy as anything. They're just really good looking lambs. But they've had a good year, lambed in excellent conditions, sun on the back most of the time. They've just got to get themselves finished off now. And some of these will not be so very far away. But that's great, but the weather's turning a bit naff now. So there we go, look at that coming in. It's just not great at all. So it's time to get back indoors with just a little bit of an update. And thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to. That would be great. Ring the little bell, you'll get notified of when I put new stuff up. And we'll catch you next time.